The mind wants to fill the space with something. The mind feels like it needs something to do. The mind feels like it has to be productive. The mind feels like it has to fill the emptiness with mindless tasks. With tasks that don't actually mean much, that aren't going to do anything for you. It's just to settle the mind. Tasks of the mind. I was running into this today. Settling into this energy of flowing through life, flowing through my day, doing things that feel aligned, doing things that I feel called to do. But what happens when you're done doing that thing that you were called to do? When you have that space, that downtime, the space in between the tasks, the space in between the action. The mind tries to fill that space with more action, with more things, with thoughts, with projections, and everything but staying present. At least for me, I had to catch myself just now. I've run into this pattern in my life where I'll flow and I'll take action that feels aligned. And then instead of resting after that, instead of just acknowledging that moment, that achievement, that goal that I reached for the day, my mind tries to fill that space with what could I be doing next? What should I plan for next? What should I achieve next? What's next? Instead of just accepting and acknowledging that I achieved exactly what I wanted to today. So let's celebrate that. Celebrate those wins that we have in our daily life. Celebrate the things that we've accomplished, big or small. It doesn't matter. It's all an accomplishment. It's something that we set out to do, and we did it. So why are we rushing? Why are we rushing to the next thing? Anyways, I had to catch myself today because I was running into that. And mind you, I'm aware of this now. My awareness has been brought to this about myself. And I'm sharing this here because maybe some of you might be going through the same thing, or might be experiencing the same kind of, restfulness. That's what it is. It's like a restfulness. And maybe it's from excitement. For me, it's because I have so many things that I want to do. I have a lot of things that I want to accomplish. And sometimes I find it more difficult to just rest in the accomplishments that I do achieve every day instead of running into the next thing that I need to do. Trying to figure out the next thing that I need to do. But if this video found you, this is a reminder for yourself that you need to allow space in your mind. And the space that you create is actually the ease and the restfulness that you've been wanting, that you've been calling in. So instead of trying to fill your space with whatever the mind thinks it needs to be filled with, I challenge you to take time in that restfulness, in that space in between, and just sit in the silence, sit in the presence of it, acknowledge how much you've achieved, acknowledge how far you've come, and give yourself some love for that. Pat yourself on the back, give yourself a hug, go for a walk, do something to just show yourself how much you love yourself and how proud you are of the things that you've achieved. And give that space to breathe and settle into that in between. It's like I'm being called to like the breath, where when you settle at the bottom of the breath when you've exhaled and you have that space of stillness. You're not inhaling, you're not exhaling, you're just at the bottom, like there's no pressure there, and you're just connecting with yourself, you're connecting with the divine, you're connecting with your guides, your angels, your ancestors, nature, all of it. You're just connected in that space. And that feels very much like what the space in between is like, where we have that moment at the bottom of the breath where we've inhaled, we've exhaled, and now we can just be. And just sit in it. And through allowing that space, you allow yourself to create room for the next thing to come in. But we don't have to be in this go, 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 one thing to the next, to the next, to the next. It doesn't have to be that way. And that's like the rhythm of life, that breath, that inhale, that exhale, the movement, and then the stillness, the production, and then the ease, the rest. That is like the breath of life, of this creation process. Take some time today and just breathe into that, like in between your tasks or in between your to-do list. Give yourself the space to breathe instead of jumping from one thing to the next. This is something I'm going to try and practice more. Giving that space, giving that downtime, that leisure time. I feel like we've been programmed to think that downtime or leisure time is a waste of time, or we're wasting our time, when that's like the complete opposite of what this is. The more time we give to the rest, the energy of ease, the more ease and energy of rest that we call into our reality, the more ease that we create around us. We don't have to force things forward. We don't have to find the next thing to do just to be productive, because we've normalized resting. We've normalized being at ease. So life returns us with ease. That's how we manifest an easier, soft life, as they say. But it's also how we just see. It's like a train. Like if you're on a train and you're flying by the fields and the nature and the cities and all of it, you can barely see it. But if you slow down and you breathe and you take a moment to stop and just look around you, then you can take in all the details. You can achieve, or you can receive all of the blessings of this present moment. But you have to slow down to do that. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm practicing right now. And it's not a perfect process. I go through the moments where I feel like I'm on the train and I'm just moving one thing to the next, one task to the next, and not making the space for myself to breathe and to slow down. But in those moments, I remind myself that that's what life is all about. It's about the moments in between, of seeing everything that you are creating while you're creating it. It's about the journey, not the destination, as they say. So slow down so you can see the journey, so you can appreciate the journey. I feel like I could talk about this forever, but I'm going to leave it here. I hope you guys are doing well. And I think I'll talk to you guys in the next video. You guys take care and stay blessed.